At the frontiers of global medical research, the Rappaport Family Research Institute at the Technion Ruth and Bruce Rappaport Faculty of Medicine is a place where scientific and technological discovery is rapidly put to work to save lives. Created and nurtured through the vision of the late Bruce Rappaport and his family, this global center of medical research continues to advance the Rappaport legacy, dedicated to the science of life. It was here that two scientists unraveled the ubiquitin system, revolutionizing our understanding of cell biology and bringing Israel its first Nobel Prizes in science. Here, scientists developed Rasagiline, marketed as Azilect, a drug that today brings relief to millions of patients with Parkinson's disease worldwide. At the Technion, Israel Institute of Technology, multidisciplinary innovations find medical applications. Prolific networks connect university, medical faculty, teaching hospital, and the biomedical industries. The unique position of the Rappaport Institute in the diversely populated north of Israel ties its activities to the local communities.
The mission of the Rappaport Research Institute is biomedical research discovery for the benefit of human health worldwide. An important new direction for the Rappaport Institute has been the area of personalized health. It takes advantage of breakthroughs here at the Rappaport Institute and in collaboration with research groups with whom we work worldwide, and translates them into being able to individualize therapy and prevention for the benefit of human health. We strive to continue the vision with which Mr. Bruce Rappaport inspired us all, and to bring that forward with the continued support of Mrs. Rappaport. She should be well for many years, and bring that vision forward to actual practical applications to human health today.
In 1998, Professor Joseph Itzkovich, in collaboration with scientists from the University of Wisconsin, reports the first ever successful cultivation of human embryonic stem cells, opening an entire new era of regenerative medicine. Today, Rappaport stem cell research promises potential cures to diseases ranging from heart disease to infertility to diabetes.
If one looks at the world's scientific literature in stem cell research, we can see that the Technion scientists have among the most publications in the highest standard journals, Science, Stem Cells, and many other journals. Technion scientists and labs are sought by collaborators from leading universities around the world, MIT, Harvard, the West Coast of the United States, Europe, Asia. So the Technion really is at the epicenter globally in this area of research.
Over the last 10 years, we were able to derive new embryonic cell lines, culture them in completely defined condition, make unlimited amount of the cells. It's a matter of just few years, maybe 1-2 years, that those cells will be used in the clinic.
Using stem cell wisdom, Professor Lior Gepstein and his group were the first researchers to successfully recreate human heart tissue.
Our work using embryonic stem cells allowed for the first time to generate in the lab heart cells that have the molecular, functional, and structural properties of heart tissue.
Gepstein's scientific contributions to cardiovascular regenerative medicine could one day bring humankind the capacity to reconstruct a damaged heart. The fine art of molecular research at Rappaport also finds worldwide application in unraveling the mysteries of the brain. Professor Jackie Schiller is investigating the central nervous system to understand the cellular mechanism of memory and learning. Her work will speed up the refinement of medication, treatment, and cure of neurological diseases. Professor Musa Yudim, who pioneered the drug Rasagiline for the effective treatment of Parkinson's disease, has now developed a new generation of multifunctional drugs that treat many afflictions that tend to accompany Parkinson's disease, such as cardiovascular disorders and dementia.
We are very excited and confident that the new multifunctional drugs that we have developed and that has attracted the interest of major American companies will become successful, and we hope this will be a great boost for the Rappaport Institute, Technion, and the State of Israel.
Nobel Prize-winning research by Professor Aaron Chechanover and Avram Hershko reveals the regulating function of the ubiquitin system within each living cell. Their research signals the way to new medical applications, from new cancer therapies to treatments for neurodegenerative disorders. Professor Israel Vladovsky is also pioneering new treatments for cancer. with 24 issued patents and 22 patents pending.
The secret of discovering new drugs is first to unravel basic mechanisms. Based on our discovery, one drug was developed already to combat cancer. Many other drugs are in the pipeline. We are continuing our efforts to unravel basic mechanisms that are involved in malignant transformation. And I hope that novel drugs based on those discoveries will come from the Rappaport Institute.
Medicine is when science is directed towards disease and its treatment. Professor Gera Neufeld has identified a key enzyme which has led to a patented new drug for the treatment of cancer and fibrosis.
Following these discoveries of ours, a group in Stanford repeated our results and established a company called Arresto Biosciences. And they came to us and licensed our patent on LOXL2 in order to develop inhibitors of this enzyme. I hope that the drug targeting LOXL2 will be approved at the end and become a drug that will benefit patients suffering from fibrotic diseases, from various forms of cancer.
Heard the expression, "It's in the blood"? Hematology expert Professor Benjamin Brenner researches microparticles. Less than a micron in diameter, these particles exit our cells and circulate through our body, playing a good role in cellular regulation. However, in thrombosis, pregnancy complications, cancer, and diabetes, the disease can be reflected or detected by these microparticles.
Studies of microcells are likely to improve diagnostics and will ultimately enable novel therapies for millions of people with diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and pregnancy complications.
Whoever saves one life saves the entire world. This saying is reflected in the research of Dr. Daniela Magen, a pediatric nephrologist who studies the genetic basis of rare hereditary kidney and metabolic disorders in children from inbred populations in northern Israel.
Trying to map their genes and reveal the causes for their disease enables us to first help our patients and families by performing prenatal diagnosis and providing families with information about the disease in their families. Another purpose of studying rare diseases is that sometimes what's rare is actually common. So discovering a rare mechanism of disease teaches us about physiology of the normal body and sometimes teaches us how to understand and develop better treatments for more common disorders.
Dr. Tamar Ben Yosef is another Rappaport Institute gene hunter. Her research helps to fight hereditary retinal degeneration, a genetic disorder that causes blindness. Working among diverse populations in northern Israel, Dr. Ben Yosef tracks the gene mutations within particular ethnic groups.
What we find is that specific mutations can be common among specific ethnic groups. Once I identify a mutation as such a common founder mutation in a specific population, I communicate this finding to the relevant professionals such as geneticists and ophthalmologists, and they can actually use this information for the benefit of the patients in order to reduce the number of affected individuals. And some of the mutations that I identified are now being routinely tested in hospitals throughout Israel, and for me this is the greatest satisfaction of my work.
Each discovery in medical science can save lives. BioWrap Technologies Limited is Rappaport's portal for technology transfer, offering the industry advanced biomedical solutions for contemporary healthcare needs, bringing the fruits of scientific discovery all the way to the patient's bedside.
BioWrap Technologies is the tech transfer company which is built upon the patented discoveries and technologies of the Technion scientists at the Rappaport Institute for Research in Biomedical Sciences.
Based on the innovative research of Professor Natan Karin, BioWrap is offering potential treatments for cancer and a range of inflammatory autoimmune diseases. Professor Andrew Levy has developed a genetic test to customize the treatment of diabetes patients, dramatically reducing the risk of cardiovascular or neurological complications.
BioWrap Technologies provides a one-stop shop to advance the development of groundbreaking discoveries by fostering strategic collaborations with industry through licensing, sponsored research, and new venture agreements.
The Rappaport Institute is a unique entity within the Faculty of Medicine and within the Technion. It was built based on the idea and the generous contribution of the Rappaport family. Its operation is also unique. Ideas are floating around and it generates a wonderful atmosphere to carry out research. It's clearly edge-cutting, a modern research institute that I'm truly and deeply proud to be part of.
We've had this wonderful track record of success over the past 20 years. A Nobel Prize for one of the most important discoveries ever in the history of medicine. Well, that inspires us to think out of the box about the future. Global outreach, interactions with major research institutes around the world is going to be very important. The fact that we recently established a mechanism or vehicle for translating the basic biomedical discoveries that emanate from this wonderful institute and the Faculty of Medicine into applications that can actually help populations around the world to try to anticipate the problems and breakthroughs of the future way ahead of time, and that we hope will be the secret to our success.
Across Israel and across the world, saving lives and bringing greater health through medical innovation, the legacy of the late Bruce Rappaport continues. The synergy between Technion, Rappaport Faculty of Medicine, and BioRapp brings a special added value to the field of biomedicine. From the creative inspiration in the scientist's mind to applications of remedies at patients' bedsides across the world, Rappaport brings medical wisdom and healing to Earth.